Good girl, hon. Good girl, honey. You got your chewy, huh? Good girl, hon. Hey, Kmart Radio. Hey, Steve. How you doing? I think I'm gonna go down to Detroit in the morning. Just got back from a blues fest. Blues fest. They had a blues thing up here, which I'm not a big fan of, but the guy that owns the Tim Hortons gave me tickets, and I kind of had to go, but I'm glad I did. Yeah, it was a good time, really. I think I'm gonna get up early tomorrow and head to Detroit. Go down there and check out what's going on. I haven't been down there enough. Like see what's happening. Looks like they're going to have good weather. I'm assuming that most of that flooding has subsided. I don't know that for sure though. Hey, well, how you doing? What's going on? Did you ever get to the root of that problem with banning your other name? Yeah, it's really weird. I kind of thought that was going on with my chat today. I logged on a couple times and I was getting a coffee at Tim Hortons, and nobody came on. It's just people contacted me later and they said they didn't get notified until like 10 hours later. Yeah, it's weird. Crazy. Now, it's not supposed to be raining in Detroit tomorrow. Last I checked, is it still like that, Steve? Do you know? Well, okay. Steve, the weather looked like it was forecast as being okay in Detroit tomorrow. Oh, okay, good. Yep. Get down there and see what's going on. Yeah, it's weird, Emma. It's strange. I didn't know they could get rid of it. Is that just on this one or everything? Nah, I've been a pilot for 4 years, Steve, and I've been to so many damn air shows. I found in the last 10 years, I'm just kind of burned out on aviation. When is that Little Run Air Show? Yeah, the YouTube has a lot of flaws. I would agree with you. When is that this year, Steve? Oh, August? Yeah, probably won't. I just happened to be driving by a few years ago. I mean, you really can't see the planes that great. I've just seen so many air shows, man. I've been going to them like my whole life. Just kind of burned out on them. I was thinking about that tonight, flying, but I just kind of lost interest in it. Tired. Yeah, Corsairs are cool. There's a guy that flies. There's some pretty good YouTube videos on a guy that flies one. He flies corporate jets on the side. I like those old MiG-21s. Those are fascinating airplanes. Got about like 15 feet of a flame out the back when they use the afterburners. Hey Diane, how you doing? Yeah, I mean you're right about that. That's true. Yeah, pretty good, Diane. So I'd like to get down there tomorrow, do some photography, fuck around, take some video, hopefully interview some girls. Yeah, that'd be cool. I'd like to get up early, man. I've been in such a rut for so long. It's hard for me to get up early unless I absolutely have to. That's right, Emma. Insane clown posse. Yeah, it really wasn't a product of burning out, Steve. It just happened, I wouldn't really say it was cause of anything. Yeah, I never liked Fago, and I grew up down around there, and I never drank Fago, and neither did any of my buddies. I remember Rock and Rye though. When we would get it, we would drink that. So I like to get down there and take my time, look around, see what's happening. Hopefully get some interviews. I don't know if you guys put up many videos or not, but when I go down there and I do like still photography and video, I mean, it takes a long time. Video, not so much because you're driving around anyway, but still photography does. Where you can pull over, setting up, being able to take a shot without worrying about someone that will rear end you, that kind of thing. Yeah, I would agree with that, Steve. It's funny you should say that. I was thinking of that in the middle of this blues concert tonight. I think that's true. I was particularly thinking of Kelly, whose video I don't have up because her sister asked that I take it down. All she wanted was a hug. That is so sad. She's the one that died of unrelated health conditions from her line of work. I mean, if you think about it, over half the women I've interviewed are dead. Hey, Half-Breed, how are you? So that is sad. I do think it affects me. And it's funny you should bring that up because I was thinking of that as I was listening to that concert or not. I think I identified with a lot of these women and that they're depressed because of their unfortunate upbringings. Yeah, it really is sad. It sure is, man. And jail just doesn't work. Arresting these people doesn't work. Now, I'm friends with the prosecutor, and her argument is that punishment, jail and prison, isn't for rehabilitation, it's punishment. And my argument is, well, who's really being punished? If you have people where their behavior doesn't change and they can't get off drugs, and you're constantly spending the money and putting them into society, and you're arresting them and you're paying them Social Security, disability, Medicaid, whatever. I mean, who's really being punished? Is it them or is it society more? That's the problem I have. I mean, if you're going to argue economics, well, then you're better off spending the money up front and trying to get these women help. I mean, I've said all along, no woman grows up wanting to be a working woman. It's a culmination of factors that gets them there. And when you get that low, it's hard to get out. And I just think, if you're not a third world country, not that it's any better there, that there should be better options, and there aren't any. Continually arresting them doesn't work. I spent so much time around Belle Isle, Steve. Before the state took it over, I would go over there and get there at midnight and stay till 4 in the morning, in the dead of winter, snowstorms, the whole bit, and videotape and kind of fuck around and just see what was going on. does and that kind of thing. Nope, none of the city cops patrol it. But now it closes at 10 because it's a state park. So Belle Isle is so busy now, and you can't go in there late at night. It just kind of lost interest in it. Yeah, half-breed. That's exactly right. I mean, incarceration, it's just it's old school thinking. And economically, I'd be glad to provide them with the figures of, if you want to argue the cost to society, well, arresting them then costs more than trying to get them on the right track. Oh, Jefferson area? Yeah, I mean, other than, I like West Jefferson, from downtown to River Rouge, or, well, it's basically Lincoln Park, West Jefferson. Well, no, Jefferson would be River Rouge, and then 4th Street would be Lincoln Park. Yeah, I will be down around there. East Jefferson, down around Belle Isle. I mean, for some reason, I just don't have much interest in the east side. I don't know why. I mean, there's better opportunities for video and photography. It just, I don't know, I just don't like the east side that much. And I can't tell you why. It's weird. Yeah, where were you at, Steve? Jefferson and what? Do you remember? Oh yeah, I get down around there, but not that much anymore. They closed that big boy there. I've been down there so many times, man. It's like, God damn it. I could do. Why? Is there something you had in mind? Yeah, Jefferson is cool. It really is interesting. Springs happening in Detroit. And, a lot is changing. Oh, okay. Well, I think I'm going to go to bed and try and get up at a decent hour and head down there. Steve, you want to just keep on chatting? I'll leave this on. It's no problem. Yeah, half-breed. I agree with you. I mean, you have to have rehab with support. You just can't discharge people after getting them off drugs and give them a pat on the back and wish them well. They need like mentors or something. Oh yeah, the fish aquarium's pretty good. They're taking a lot better care of it now than they had been, Steve. Yeah, thank you, Diane. Yeah. Well, you guys, I'm planning on getting up in the morning and heading down there. So I'll try and do some lives while I'm down there. If you can think anything you'd like to see, let me know. Steve, you want to stay on here and just see who shows up, and I'll just get up in the morning and close it down before I leave? Yeah, thanks, Half-Breed. Appreciate it. Appreciate you checking in. Steve, you cool with staying on? You're going to go to bed soon? Okay, then I'll just shut it down. Well, have a good night, you guys. And check in tomorrow. I'll try and do some lives. They've been much better the last time I was down there than they had been before. And I plan on taking a lot of video and still photography and spending the night, staying Sunday as well. So thanks for all your interest out there. I really appreciate it. Yeah, thank you, Fifi, Ali. I mean, I don't do anything that anybody else couldn't do. It's basically turning a camera on. I wish I could do more. I still haven't come up with a plausible program. I mean, I've tried raising revenue and just people don't come through. And That's why they're at where they're at. I mean, it's such a giant mountain to scale, and the likelihood of a guy like me having much impact is a little, very little. I mean, people like the awareness, they feel bad, it's a travesty, but it doesn't really help the problem at all, and that's what sucks. If I could think of something, you'd think something, the light bulb would have come on by now, but it really hasn't. I mean, I don't know what to do. I guess I'm just not, well versed in the possibilities of having a better life for these people. Maybe there isn't one. I mean, if you look nationwide, worldwide, this isn't novel to Detroit. So I'm certainly open-minded about it all. If you guys have any ideas, I'm on board with it. Thanks, Steve. Hey, Sheila, how you doing? I'm about ready to go to bed, but I'm going to go down to Detroit tomorrow. Yeah, Fifi, you really, but I don't know where that state would be, Fifi, to be honest with you. Yeah, that's a good idea, Steve. You guys can get a hold of me tomorrow. I'll be there. The problem is when I do some lives, it's not like a saved video that's easy to watch. I mean, there's an upside and a downside to the time that I spend there, Well, you guys have a good night, and if you able to get a hold of me tomorrow, I'll do a couple lives down there, and I plan on trying to leave by like 10, so I should be down there by like 12:31. And then, as I said, I'll spend the night. So have a good night, you guys. Thanks.